safe and sound. I tied my ropes to your sturdy pier and never ever knew the fear of drifting out past where the lighthouse shines and losing sight of all the shorelines. But you cut me loose in a quiet way on a calm and ordinary day. Now I'm an anchorless ship on a silent sea, tossed by a memory, no land to see. The stars are different, the maps are wrong, and the current just carries me along. I'm sailing in circles with nowhere to die, just the tick of the clock and the shock of the boundless blue and the deep, deep blue, without the anchoring weight of you. Asleep when the waves are somewhat still, a passive passenger against my will. I dream of docks and familiar bells and wake to the same vast ocean swells. I send out signals, but no one hears, just my own voice echoing back my fears. This boundless freedom feels like a jail in the grip of an endless, windless gale. 'Cause I'm an anchorless ship on a silent sea, tossed by a memory, no land to see. The stars are different, the maps are wrong, and the current just carries me along. I'm sailing in circles with nowhere to die, just the tick of the clock and the shock of the boundless blue and the deep, deep blue, without the anchoring weight of you. Maybe a new shore will rise from the mist, a coastline my wounded heart can't resist. But for now, I'm just learning the tide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Anchorless, lost at sea, just me and the deep, deep blue. The year is wearing thin, the trees are bare, and there's a certain stillness in the air that wasn't here when leaves were gold and red, and hopeful words were easily said. The world has turned a monochrome of gray, a perfect mirror for my heart today. It matches all the weather in my soul, this annual descending quiet toll. Under these blue November skies, where all the summer's color softly dies, I remember how your hand felt in mine, walking faster, trying to outrun time. Now the chill sets in so deep and true. The exact same shade of blue as missing you. These blue November skies hold me in their grip, with nothing left to do but let the seasons slip. I passed a bench where we shared one last drink. The metal's cold, it makes me stop and think how warmth can vanish into empty space, leaving just a memory of a face. The geese are heading south, the drone out cry, a lonely arrow in the vast white sky. I feel a kinship with their desperate flight, leaving something precious in the night. Under these blue November skies, where all the summer's color softly dies, I remember how your hand felt in mine, walking faster, trying to outrun time. Now the chill sets in, so deep and true. The exact same shade of blue as missing you. These blue November skies hold me in their grip. December's white might cover up this blue, with frosty lies and a brand new view. But I will know beneath the clean cold snow lies this November ache, this constant quiet throe. Found a box beneath the bed, the one I swore I'd burned. A cardboard coffin full of days I thought I learned. The colors on is vibrant, the edges soft with age, a fuzzy fade and dark and murky on a smaller, simpler stage. We're laughing on a pier somewhere, your hair is in the wind, but your face is just a smudge of light. Where did your features end? I try to sharpen you in my mind, to focus on the truth, but memories are lazy lens, distorting my own youth. And these blurred photographs are all I own, a history that's turned to sepia tone. I can't make out the details of the joy or of the fight. Was your hand in mine, or clenched up tight? Did you smile, or were you about to cry? The story's in the blur now, and I don't know why I keep trying to develop what was never really there in these blurred photographs of a love beyond repair. Here's one from Christmas, tinsel streaking like a comet's tail, a streak of green across your chest, or a story growing pale. We're wearing matching sweaters, ugly knit with care. I can't recall who gave them, or the weight of all the air between our shoulders in that flash. It's just a chemical stain, a moment pressed to pay. And these blurred photographs are all I own, a history that's turned to sepia tone. I can't make out the details of the joy or of the fight. Was your hand in mine, or clenched up tight? Did you smile, or were you about to cry? The story's in the blur now, and I don't know why. I keep trying to develop what was never really there. Maybe the blur is kindness, maybe the fade is grace, erasing the specifics, the exact line of your face, leaving just the feeling, the ghost of summer heat, a beautiful impression, incomplete and bittersweet. Blur faces, places, just like through a dusty lens, fading into nothing again. I stood on the shore with a match in my hand and watched the old wood where we used to stand, the bridge that connected my world to yours, with its splinter planks and its unstable floors. I built it with trust, you built it with lies. We met in the middle under changing skies, with a rod setting deep from your side of mine, a slow, quiet sabotage, so subtle and fine. So I'm burning bridges tonight, letting the flames eat up the light of all the paths back to your door. I won't walk that way anymore. Watch the embers climb to the stars, scarring my palms with these visible bars. There's no turning back from this fire you see. with a different, clearer view. The warmth upon my face isn't love, it's just a fire's craze, clearing out the old, making a wide, empty space. In the future, wide and free. I pass it in the hallway 20 times a day. That picture from the mountains from a long ago, mate. We're squinting in the sunlight. You're holding me so tight. Your smile was like a promise in the clear alpine light. I don't stop to look anymore. It's just part of the wall, a piece of furniture. No meaning left at all. But today the sun hit different, a low and slanting beam, and it illuminated every particle of a dream. There's dust on the frame, just dust on the frame of the life that we planned. A soft gray forgetfulness sailing over our land. It coats a glass that separates mine now from your then. A film of quiet endings, of where and why and when. I could wipe it clean, I guess, make the colors bright once more. But what's the point of polishing a memory that's yours? So I let the dust collect, let the details softly blur. A slow forgiving burial in a silent, sunlit fur. There's dust on the frame, it gathers in the corners, in the groove of your car name. A patient, quiet witness to a slowly dying flame. Each motor, tiny moment of the day since you went out. A silent, gentle army without a single doubt. The time will do its work, will soften every edge, turn a piercing, happy memory into a dusty pledge. I used to cry when I looked, now I just give a sigh and note the way the dust gets thicker as the days go by. It's just dust on the frame of the life that we planned. A soft gray forgetfulness sailing over our land. It coats the glass that separates mine now from your then. A film of quiet endings, of where and why and when. I could wipe it clean, I guess, make the colors bright once more. But what's the point of polishing a memory that's sore? So I let the dust collect. Maybe one day I'll take it down, put it in a chest. Not with anger, just with the need for rest. But for now it stays a monument to slow release, a lesson in the gentle, quiet practice of peace. Dust settles on promises and metals, just dust on the love and the rust. hasn't gone off, but the cold has. It seeped in from your side, a silent spreading frost. This half is still my half, the sheets are still my mess. But that half is just a landscape of a loss. I curl into a question mark, a tight and trembling why, and stare at the vast expanse where your sleeping form should lie. The pillow still holds just the faintest fading scent, a ghost of you where all my wishing gets spent. This empty side of bed is the Grand Canyon in this room, a yawning silent accusation in the gloom. It talks much louder than your voice ever did. With every lonely hour that it stays empty and unhid, I could fill it up with pillows, with books with folded clothes, but nothing takes the weight away, the hollow feeling grows. It's not just space, it's negative, it's where you aren't defined. This empty side of bed is messing with my mind. I reach out in my sleep, a muscle memory, and find the chilling linen where your warmth was meant to be. It shocks me into waking, a fresh and daily grief, a small sharp depth of the solace of belief that today might feel different, that the ache might have resigned. But the empty side of bed is the first thing that I find. It sets the tone for hours, this physical lack of vacancy my soul can't seem to push back. This empty side of bed is the Grand Canyon in this room, a yawning silent accusation in the gloom. It talks much louder than your voice ever did. With every lonely hour that it stays empty and unhid, I could fill it up with pillows, with books with folded clothes, but nothing takes the weight away, the hollow feeling grows. They say just give it time, you'll claim the whole expanse. But I don't want the territory, I wanted the alliance. I don't want a bigger kingdom, I just want my queen, my king, my friend, my dream back. Empty side, cold blue, wide, just me. Empty side. House hums a different quiet now, a silence that I'm learning how to breathe. I trace the shapes of memories on the wall, where your shadow used to fall just out of reach. The fridge doesn't hold your favorite things, no jacket on the hood by the door, just this hollow space. And the song the radiator sings on a floor that feels much more than it did before. And I'm living in the fading echoes of a love that used to roll, hearing whispers in the corners of what isn't anymore. Just a resonance, a haunting of the life we had in store. I'm just living in, just listening to the fading echoes of your love. fray. I almost pulled it loose, but I thought maybe never. It's a relic of the you that chose to stay. Now I flinch at certain phrases in old movies, the ones we quote and laugh at till we cried. They're just lines now, empty and confusing on this lonely, lonely, lonely ride. And I'm living in the fading echo of a love that used to roll, hearing whispers in the corners of what isn't anymore. Just a resonance, a haunting of the life we had in store. I'm just living it, just listening to the fading echoes. Does your new place have a morning light that paints the walls of gold we never knew? Do you ever, in the middle of the night, hear an echo and think of me too? Or am I just a photograph you boxed away, a static hum you learned to tune now? Just a ghost from your yesterday. Echo. Echo. Echo, echo, fading so slow. Let me go, you already did, I know. Just an echo, letting go. There's a tune that my heart hums when the world gets too still, a fragment of a melody I can't place against my will. It comes on the edge of sleep, a soft and shapeless sound from a time when I was anchored, when my feet were on the ground. I try to chase the notes to build them into song, but they scatter like the fireflies that I knew when I was young, leaving just a feeling, a comfort deep and vast, a reminder of a peace that wasn't built to last. It's a forgotten lullaby from a love I can't identify, a soft refrain in a minor key that somehow once belonged to me. It sings of safety, whispers rest, puts my weary heart to test. But the words are lost, the singer's gone, and I'm left humming all alone. This forgotten lullaby. Was it you who sang it softly in the dark before the dawn, or a dream I once constructed to keep the hurting gone? Maybe it's my own voice from a future I once planned, a gentle ghostly echo from a never promised land. It doesn't soothe me now, it just amplifies the lack of the arms that should be holding me. The comfort I can't pull back is the soundtrack to an emptiness, a nursery rhyme for grief, offering a solace that's frustratingly brief. It's a forgotten lullaby from a love I can't identify, a soft refrain in a minor key that somehow once belonged to me. It sings of safety, whispers rest, puts my weary heart to test. But the words are lost, the singer's gone, and I'm left humming all alone. Maybe forgetting is the mercy, maybe the melody's the scar, a beautiful broken music the pinkiest celestial thing, connecting two souls who were destined to meet. Through time and through turmoil, a bond ever sweet. I felt the tug once, a pull sharp and true, and at the other end of it I found you. The string was vibrant, a bold crimson thread, full of the beautiful things to be said. But now I'm holding a frayed red string, a faded and fragile and unraveling thing. I can still feel you there on the other side, but the cord is worn thin by the tears that I've cried, and the distance we let in the words left unsung. How do you mend what was destined when destiny's undone? I'm clutching my hand with a desperate fist, but it's slipping away in the cold morning mist. This frayed red string, did we strain it with silence? Did we fray it with fear? With all the fines that you didn't wanna hear, each misunderstanding a tiny sharp shear, weakening the magic that once seemed so clear. Now it's a film in a single weak strand. I'm scared that the next breath will break it from my hand. Yet I can't bring myself to just loosen my grip on this last taken proof of our mythical trick. 'Cause I'm holding a frayed string, a faded and fragile and unraveling thing. I can still feel you there on the other side, but the cord is worn thin by the tears that I've cried, and the distance we let in the words left unsung. How do you mend what was destined when destiny's undone? I'm clutching my hand with a desperate fist, but it's slipping away. Maybe fate isn't enough, but a choice we make each day. And maybe some strings are meant to last, just show us the way to the next hand, the next heart, the next beginning's ring. But it hurts to surrender the myth of string frayed, breaking just a single thread, blowing in the wind, red into pink, turning to nothing. I hear the floorboard creak at 3 a.m. The one that always sang beneath your step. I hold my breath and count to 10 again. A habit I'm not ready to forget. Don't believe in spirits, but I swear I feel you moving in the humid air. A phantom of the shadow on the stair, a ghost in the hallway standing there. You're not a memory or a presence, a haunting in the present tense, a shimmer in the corner of my eye. I whisper why beneath the sigh. I know you're just the echo of my need, a projection of the love I couldn't free. But you feel so damn real to me. My ghost in the hallway, stay with me. I left your sweater hanging on the chair, a trap for any scent that might remain. But all it holds is dust and my despair. as if you just come back to put it on. But it's just the vent that blows the air all day, and you and all your certainty are gone. You're not a memory, you're a presence, a haunting in the present tense, a shimmer in the corner of my eye, a whisper why beneath the sigh. I know you're just the echo of my need, projection of the love I couldn't free, but you feel so damn real to me. My ghost in the hallway, stay with me. Do I haunt you too, in some small way, in a song that plays in the light of day? Or am I just the one who stayed to tend the grave that I love me? Ghost don't fade, stay in the hallway you made. Haunt me, haunt me. It's better than the empty. We lit this wick on some forgotten night, when always felt as certain as the dawn. Its golden dance was our apartment's light, a tiny sun to build our dreams upon. We'd talk for hours in its wavering glow and plan a future bright and brave and tall. We didn't see, or maybe didn't know, that every flame must answer gravity's call. And I'm watching the last candle flame fight for its breath, a desperate dancing game, a final stand of flickering golden grace in this dark and empty space. It's melting down to almost nothing now, a prisoner at a time. I don't know how to let it go, to face the coming night, but I'm holding on with all my might to this last candle flame of you and me. Frozen Milky Lake around the base of what we used to hold. Each strip a moment that we couldn't make, a story that grew brittle in the cold. I should blow it out, be practical and wise, but as long as it still struggles to be bright, I can pretend there's still a light in your eyes. And we're not saying our final goodnight. I'm watching the last candle flame fight for its breath, a desperate dancing game, a final stand of flickering golden grace in this dark and empty space. It's melting down to almost nothing now, a prisoner at a time. I don't know how to let it go, to face the coming night, but I'm holding on with all my might. Oh, the smoke will rise when it's finally through, a final ghost, a signal I let you go into the vast and starless black, and I won't get to ask for you back. flicker, flicker and go. Please don't go. Last light, good night. I built my heart from notebook paper in the study hall of spring. Folded it with careful fingers, a fragile, hopeful thing. I colored it with highlighter, a vibrant yellow pink, and gave it to you after class, right by the water fountain spring. You held it like a baby bird. You said it was the best, a perfect paper masterpiece. You keep it on your chest, but paper isn't weatherproof, and love's a stormy game. And I should have seen the clouds that gathered when I spoke your name. Now it's paper heart rain falling down on this town, little sodden pieces of my affection turning brown, floating in the gutters, sticking to the street, a ruined origami dissolving at my feet. My love knows just a pulp now, a paper mache pain washing down the sidewalk in this gentle cold campaign. Oh, it's paper heart rain, a delicate sad flood mixing with the real rain and the tears in the mud. The tape I used to mend the folds gave way under the strain of all the things you didn't say and all the silent rain. The ink I used for forever started running in the gloom, a blue-black river blurring in my tiny paper room. I watched the pieces separate, a fleet of sinking ships, the corner with your nickname on. I pressed a stranger's lips on the pavement of a city that just keeps on moving fast, over the remnants of a feeling that was never built to last. And it's paper heart rain falling down on this town, little sodden pieces of my affection turning brown, floating in the gutters, sticking to the street, a ruined origami dissolving at my feet. My love knows just a pulp now, a paper mache pain washing down the sidewalk in this gentle cold campaign. Oh, it's paper heart rain. I'll make my next one out of stone, or maybe out of steel, something that can't be ruined by a feeling that's too real. Stone is cold and heavy, and steel can't beat our side. Maybe I'll just let the paper pieces drift and dry. Paper heart, soggy art, just confetti in the rain, never whole again. Gloves, or so you said, placed high up on a shelf inside your head. A perfect thing to love, but not to know. But still I figure in the status quo. I held my pose, I kept my colors bright. I swallowed every word and held the light. But statues ache from standing in one place, and even porcelain has a break in space. Now you see the porcelain cracks from all the things I held inside. The hairline fractures from the facts I could no longer hide. You wanted something beautiful and whole, but beauty's fragile and it has a soul. You can't unsee the porcelain cracks now that all the light gets through. I watch you dust around me once a week, a careful ritual of love so meek. You never asked if I was feeling cold, if the story of my heart had ever been told. The pressure built a tectonic silent shift, a final gentle unforgiving rift. Not a shadow but a sigh as the real me met your eye. Now you see the porcelain cracks from all the things I held inside. The hairline fractures from the facts I could no longer hide. You wanted something beautiful and whole, but beauty's fragile and it has a soul. You can't unsee the porcelain cracks now that all the light gets through. Maybe in the seams you'll finally see the map of where I've been, the realest part of me. Not a flaw to fix, but a story told in lines, a testament to all my hidden fights and shines. This is not your ruin, this is my release. Let the light get through, let it shine on the truth. I'm more beautiful, broken, finally see. In every porcelain crack. We were given sand of gold, a measured, generous amount, and told to build our castles with it, grain by grain, and count each precious moment as it fell from future into past. I held the glass so carefully, I thought that it would last. We built our dreams in miniature, a tiny perfect world. As through the narrow middle all our time together swirled, I watched the upper chamber grow so light and felt the dread. But you just shook the glass and said, we've decades up ahead. Now I'm kneeling in a desert of shattered hourglass sand, a million tiny moments slipping through my bleeding hand. The future and the past are one, a glittering, confused storm. There is no need shelter, there's no form. The time we had, the time we dreamed, lies scattered at my feet. A pointless beauty for expense, now bitter and complete. I can't rebuild the vessel, and I can't restart the flow. This shattered hourglass is all I have to show. The crash was not a thunderclap, but just a careless slip, a word that had no softness from your unforgiving lip. It hit the marble counter where we shared our morning bread, and in an instant all our counted grains were misbegotten, dead. I tried to sweep them up at first, a frantic, useless race, to sort the then from might have been and put them in their place. But sand was made for shifting, for spreading, for the wind. Our time cannot be gathered once the fragile glass is thinned. And I'm kneeling in a desert of shattered hourglass sand, a million tiny moments slipping through my bleeding hand. The future and the past are one, a glittering, confused storm. There is no need progression, there's no shelter, there's no form. The time we had, the time we dreamed, lies scattered at my feet. A pointless beauty for expense, now bitter and complete. I can't rebuild the vessel, and I can't restart the flow. Was it always finite? Was the crack already there? A hairline fracture in the glass, a weakness in the air. We were counting down from the beginning, we just didn't hear the sound of every grain, a tiny bell as it hit the ground. Shattered, kind unmade, just sand in the silence we made. I charge it up to 100%. Place a screen up on the kitchen counter where it's always been. A modern altar to a dying God. I wait for it to stir the light up to give a single nod. I scroll through old threads, a digital tune. Our conversations frozen in a tiny glowing room. Your last text reads okay, a period full and cold. A story ended just like that at 23 years old. And this silent telephone is the loudest thing I own. It screams your absence in a vibrate tone. I'll never know. I check for phantom rings in crowded, noisy places. See notifications written on strangers' faces. This black mirror holds a world I can't access, just my own reflection in a state of silent stress. Oh, this silent telephone. with everything it doesn't say when I'm sitting here alone. I practice what I'd say if it should ever glow. A casual hey, not letting any weakness show. But my voice will crack, I know it, on the very first word. All my cool composure is completely, utterly absurd. I put it in a drawer to try and break the spell, but the quiet of the house becomes a personal hell. So I take it out and hold it, just a useless glassy slate, a direct line to a we that met its irreversible fate. 'Cause this silent telephone is the loudest thing I own. It screams your absence in a vibrate tone. Oh, never know. I check for phantom rings in crowded, noisy places. See notifications written on strangers' faces. This black mirror holds a world I can't access, just my own reflection in a state of silent stress. Oh, this silent telephone is breaking every bone. What if it rained? What would that even mean? A pocket earthquake shattering the scene. Would it be you or just a wrong number, a cruel machine? I think I'm more afraid to hear it than to keep this quiet dream silent. Plastic and glass, a monument to a love that's past. Just silence in my hand, silent in a noisy land. I write to you on rainy Tuesday afternoons, and ink that smudges with the weight of all my questions. I fill the lines with ordinary things, the blooming lilac, the waning moons, hoping mundane beauty might suggest my heart's suggestions. I seal them up with all the care I have to give, adjust them to the you who used to live right here, the only kind of sentence that I'm willing to forgive. These unanswered letters pile up like snow, a silent testament to how I still don't know why you went quiet, why the story had to end. My words reaching for a ghost, my only lonely friend. I don't expect a reply, it's not about the sending, it's the desperate quiet hope that the ache is finally ending. With every unanswered letter that I let go. This one's about the dream I had when we were on a train. You looked at me and said you made a terrible mistake. I woke up with your name like an old familiar pain, and knew the morning light was just too much to take. So I wrote it down, I gave the dream a page, made it your problem and my childish hopeful rage, a confession just the period where a question used to be, and I'll keep it for myself. Finally set it free. No more letters, no more questions, just the quiet, just the quiet now. The coffee shop is playing our old song, a minor key that I can't sing alone. I turn my head by pure and foolish chance, expecting you to be there with that glance, the one that said you knew my secret heart. But now it's just an empty chair, a work of art, a still life of the past, a mocking space that memorizes your absent face. And it hits me all at once, a silent, brutal tide. Where you were is now the hollow space beside me. Where you were is in the jokes I can't tell anymore. Where you were is in the knock that's not upon my door. I'm haunted by the negative, the shape you left behind. The ghost of you is all I seem to find. In every single spot I look, it's just where you were. I drove past the diner, the one with the broken sign, where we talked for hours in the rain. You said you'd always be mine. The booth is just a booth now, strangers taking up the air, filling in the silence that we left like over there. I clutch the steering wheel and try to simply drive away, but memories are stubborn things, they make a person stay stuck in parking lots and moments frozen in the glow of a love that packed its bags and didn't tell me where to go. Ooh. And it hits me all at once, a silent, brutal tide. Where you were is now the hollow space beside me. Where you were is in the jokes I can't tell anymore. Where you were is in the knock that's not upon my door. I'm haunted by the negative, the shape you left behind. The ghost of you is all I seem to find. In every single spot I look, it's just where you were. They say that time will fill it in with new routines and names, but right now the emptiness is all that still remains. A sculpture carved from absence, a monument to then. I'm learning how to live inside this space I don't understand. Where you were, just an empty chair, just a silent air. Where you were. wasn't in the terminal with tickets in your hand, or on a rainy doorstep, some final firm demand. It wasn't in a letter with a signature in ink. It wasn't something solid, something clear to make me think. It was in the morning, you turned away too fast. It was in the laugh you had when I recounted the past. It was in the silence that grew heavier than sound. A whispered goodbye that was always hanging around. These whispered goodbyes are the cruelest kind. They don't leave a scar, they just mess with your mind. A slow leak of affection, a quiet letting go. So when you finally left, I already knew. You know, I was mourning in real time for months before you'd gone, to the tune of your absence and the crack of every dawn. A whispered goodbye is a death by degrees, in the rustle of the curtains and the sigh of the trees. It was in the I'm fines, the maybe later, dear, the shrinking of the we into a solitary here. It was in the canceled plans, the unreturned soft touch, the way you stopped confiding, and it started meaning much. Too much, I started listening to the spaces in between, the words you'd actually say to the places you'd not been. And in that quiet static, in that hollow humming void, the message was transmitted and all my hope destroyed by these whispered goodbyes, the cruelest kind. They don't leave a scar, they just mess with your mind. A slow leak of affection, a quiet letting go. So when you finally left, I already knew. You know, I was mourning in real time for months before you'd gone, to the tune of your absence and the crack of every dawn. A whispered goodbye is a death by degrees. I almost wish you'd shouted, I almost wish you'd been a storm, something I could point to, a recognizable form of an ending. But you were just a fade to black, a love that died from whispered attacks. I'm fine, maybe later, not tonight. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye. They stood so proud inside the crystal vase you brought, a bold and promised love, a happily ever after thought. You said they're like your lips and brushed my cheek so soft, a perfect fragile moment floating high aloft. I changed the water daily, kept them from the sun, a guardian of beauty for the vows we had just begun. But promises are thirsty and vases can be shallow. and even crystal clarity can start to feel so hollow. Now I'm watching these wilted red roses, crimson turning into rose, petals falling like unspoken closes into a pile of silent dust. They were a testament of glory. Now they're just a different story of a love that couldn't last the weather. We're just dying down together, these wilted red roses and me. The first one fell on Monday with the silence like a sigh, a quiet resignation as it let its beauty die. By Wednesday, 3 had followed, curling in on their own dread, a slow and steady funeral for the things we left unsaid. I couldn't bear to throw them out, it felt too much like truth, admitting that the vibrant heart had left its reckless youth. So I let them stand and wither, a lesson I must see in the painful, slow unraveling of what you claim would be. And I'm watching these wilted red roses, crimson turning into rose, petals falling like unspoken closes into a pile of silent dust. They were a testament of glory. Now they're just a different story of a love that couldn't last the weather. We're just dying down together. Maybe new blooms will come someday in a different hue. Not this desperate blazing red, but something soft and new. But for now I'll sit and memorize this shade of loss and pay respect to every fallen petal and the love they caused. Wilted, oh, so wilted, red like the heart you spilled. Just roses, just promises. Dust now, all dust. I became the scholar of your subtleties, the language of your eyes, the grammar of your sighs. I learned the way your breath would catch before I laugh, the way you would glance away when hiding half a truth. From my favorite subject to my unfinished thesis was the fleeting transformation of your mouth, the briefest softening, a dawn that wouldn't break the almost smile. You never quite complete. Your almost smile was my holy grail, a promise hanging in the air, too frail to land. It gave me just enough to hope to stay, to read the potential in the tilt, the belly they display. It wasn't joy, but it wasn't not a battle in your soul that I desperately caught and built a castle on the future in a maybe. Your almost smile was the ghost that haunted me. I tell a joke, or touch your hand, or say your name, and watch the corners of your world begin to thaw. A crack in the glacier, a hint of coming spring, and then you master it, you'd force it back to stone. You gift a full smile to the waiter, to your friend, but I who loved you deeply got the edited version in the end. The almost, the not quite, the nearly there, the beautiful heartbreaking if only of your hair. Your almost smile was my holy grail, a promise hanging in the air, too frail to land. It gave me just enough to hope to stay, to read the potential in the tilt, the barely there display. It wasn't joy, but it wasn't not a battle in your soul that I desperately caught and built a castle on a future in the maybe. I wonder now for someone new, does your smile finally reach your eyes? Is it wide and unafraid, a genuine sunrise? But do you still hold back that final freeing part, leaving another lover to dissect your half-lit heart?